Hello and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Well, we're getting more information out of Chief Gant. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Okay. I'd appreciate if you stop making these ridiculous allegations. Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. What? I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped. Mr. Wright, what are you saying? Anyway, you can't prove you did carry in the evidence, can you? If you have proof to the contrary, you're going to need it later. Later? What are you talking about? What else? I'm talking about when Wright's prints are found. Yes, if they're found inside my safe. That would prove his investigation was illegal. Never faced anyone as slimy as this guy. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. What do you mean by that? This is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery. Concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery. I'm not through speaking yet, Righto. All depends on when the evidence was discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. Are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. Oh, we know it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced. Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient, right? Chief is talking about a possibility. So long as you can't rule that out, your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time. Tell me something I don't know. Come on, Righto. Think about it. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. How can you look him in the eye and say that? Because I'm innocent. Remember? Who is it that murdered Neil? Not sure I care for the word murder here, but in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye. Well, now do you see? Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you reap from all this. Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police. Oh! Resolution in the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Ho, ho, ho! Oh, that is a good one. Huh? Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. Resolution of SL9 merely sped the inevitable a little. Is that true, Edgeworth? Yes, he was going to be made chief anyway. Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at. So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else. Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. Only three people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There, it's out in the open now. Do you mind if I change my testimony a little? By all means, please do. That wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there's nothing in it for me. Really? Nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lon's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd be better think again. You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone. You're tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised. You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though. Ho ho ho! Oh, that's a good one, Worthy. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, never would help someone out. Let's see here. Well, there's an accomplice, though. True, you might not help out anyone for their sake, but it would benefit you. You might decide to assist someone. Mr. Wright, It appears you're positively determined to betray the chief. There's a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. That's not what I mean. Very well, then. Who is the person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence? Yeah, I would say... I mean, the only other person in the room that wasn't unconscious. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky, the defendant. I believe it's quite obvious in light of circumstances. Emma Sky fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. Self-profit? What do you mean? After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Sky was appointed Chief Prosecutor at the Prosecutor's Office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant. But how would he profit from all of this? He would be able to use the Chief Prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. You mean to tell me that despite the Chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? Oh, wait. You must mean puppet isn't someone forced to do his bidding. Never mind. Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Sky in forging evidence. Your motive is to appoint her as Chief Prosecutor so you can control her. Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? Lana? She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. No way she'd testify against Gant. Afraid without any proof that this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture. Unless this is also what happened in the incident. This incident? Which one would that be? Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. Chief Prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her. Worthy, you better watch your tongue. Wouldn't want you to get hurt. So what do you mean? What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. What? What? Nani? Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, you can't be serious. Huh? This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. Accuse Chief of Police of blackmail and murder? Impossible! Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edgeworth said in easier to understand language. It's too late, Mr. Wright. There's no turning back for us now. Looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this. Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the Chief, a high-ranking officer of law, is involved in this murder? Good question. Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell. I see. Alright then. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got. It better be good. Show us the evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. Okay. Well, we know that he was the first one in here. This is the ID card list. Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There's one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 777-7777. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number. It's your number. What? How do you know that? Safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. 7-digit code. 7 digits? You don't mean? Afraid so, Your Honor. Code was 7777777. Same as the remaining ID number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. Ooh, he's getting angry now. Order, order! Chief Gant, what do you have to say? Nothing. The defense search of my office was in violation of regulations. And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card. Chief Gant, so you admit it. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. What about it? I'm chief of police, whether it's in the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want! Tell me, when you entered the room, were you all alone? I always go to the bathroom alone. That has to do with the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you on that day, would he? Of course not! Why would he be? Hadn't seen him in days. You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gant? Afraid you've just undone yourself. That day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Lana Sky's guilt. No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. Chief Gant met with the victim on the day of the crime. Then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting? In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm gonna have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim met Chief Gant on the day of the crime. Okay. Can only be submitted to the Chief of Police. Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. You would have had to give him that report to the Chief of Police. And you're in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filled it. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because you need to enter the evidence room that day. Needed to? Yes, to transfer the evidence out. Oh! Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him? There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room. Hold on, let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the Chief of Police, murdered poor Goodman? Exactly. But wait! Chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes. Now that you mentioned it, I believe I might have done something of the sort. Objection! Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. You showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body. No! Ooh. Chief Gant, you didn't. Yeah, I think that's what the kids call, like, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something? The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course. You're forgetting, Mr. Wright, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How do you manage to move it there? I was at the police department the entire day, you know. Everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey you, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need. To prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. All this time I thought it was a useless clue, just taking up space. How could Chief move the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence. To move the victim's body, Chief can't use this. Be the parking stub, wouldn't it? Oh. This is how you move Detective Goodman's body. What's that? Screwdriver? What does that have to do with this case? Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is this screwdriver doing here? It's here because... Ah! I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office. But you did, because Chief Gant asked you to. You mean The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car. Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car? Yes, unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. Transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye. Order, order, order! What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal in the defense's outrageous accusations? Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This is not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It's exactly the opposite. It's a photo of the body being taken from the trunk. Chief Gant, please say something. I believe... Your time's up. My time's up? Sorry, Righto, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we make it in for the early bird special. Objection! But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier. Police chief has all kind of weapons at its disposal. Weapons like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now. What? This is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. So you're going to just run away after all this? Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you'd have presented it by now. Well, You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, show me your proof and get it over with. Say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is our current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations of him without concrete proof. Mr. Wright? Your Honor. Do you have any concrete proof? Proof Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Skye dispose of the body? Do I have any concrete proof? I don't have any proof yet. It's no use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor, at present I have no conclusive evidence. CRG? In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief. What? Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't lose to or afford to lose, Righto. Seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Aji, I'll leave the rest to you. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to the senior officer of a nation's law enforcement agency. Ah! Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. Haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. Lady who knows the truth. Another witness. In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method is proof. Proof is testimony. Chief Gant invoked his right to refuse to testify. There's still someone else, one more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person? Who indeed? We'll find out next time. Have a good one, folks.